Hey hippies, today I'm going to be reviewing and doing a wear test on a new foundation that just came out. This is the Sephora Best Skin Ever Perfect Natural Finish Long Wear Foundation. If you guys are new to my channel, I do have oily skin and I love reviewing foundations and doing wear tests to see how these hold up for us oily skin girls. And lately I've really been into medium natural finish looking foundations. I just feel like there's nowhere really to go, quarantine life, so I don't really need a full coverage foundation just for day to day. So I've really been loving these, so I had to try this out. It just came out. I got this yesterday at Sephora, and unfortunately, you can't even walk into Sephora anymore. Well, here in California, I don't know how it is in other places. So I had to do my best, and I used the Sephora shade finder on the app, and this was the one they matched me to. This is 25N, and I swatched a little bit on my hand when I got into my car. It looks a little dark, so if the shade doesn't work out, but I love the foundation, I'll probably go back and get a shade that matches me. I do have a coffee date today, and I'll be running around doing other errands, so I thought today would be the perfect day to test this foundation out for you guys. And I did prime my skin already using my favorite primer of life, the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. I just love that primer. I feel like it works so good with my oily skin and helping foundation stick to my nose, which is always a problem, especially when you have to wear a mask. It always comes off on my nose, so we'll see how this baby does. And I actually, the other day, just picked up the It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better foundation, and it kind of reminds me of the Sephora one. The titles are kind of the same, so I have been using this over the past couple days and I like it, but I don't love it. Not yet, at least. So after I use this one, I think I will do a comparison and use the It Cosmetics on one side of my face and the Sephora on the other side and just see how they compare. Let me know in the comments below if you guys would like to see that video. But in the meantime, let's get into applying this and seeing my first impressions on it and all that good stuff. Okay, I'm gonna take some on the back of my hand, and on the back of my hand, it looks pretty thick, not watery whatsoever. I'm holding it like this and it's not running down the back of my hand. And I'm just gonna take this brush. This is from Charlotte Tilbury, and I love this brush for applying foundation. So let's get into it. And sorry I look a little bit homeless. I haven't figured out what I'm wearing today. I'm just wearing my hoodie and my hair is up in a clip looking crazy, but you know, whatever. Okay, color is a little bit dark, so I'm gonna blend it a little bit down my neck so it doesn't look too crazy. This is a neutral shade, but it does look more on the warmer side, to me at least. And I do have a lot of redness in my skin, especially on my cheeks. And it did a good job covering that, and it didn't cover it completely because it is just a medium coverage foundation, but I do like how a little bit of it peeks through because it just makes it look more natural looking. Sometimes I don't like putting too much foundation on my forehead because I don't really need a lot of coverage there, but I just put a little bit just so it blends into the rest of my skin, especially because this shade isn't really my shade too much. It's not bad, the shade. Maybe if I had a tan, it would look a little bit better. So I'll probably keep it for the warmer summer months if it does good. Now I'm just going to really focus this on my nose because that's always a problem for me with foundations. They always break up around my nose. The Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer does do a good job with gripping foundations more to my nose. But if you have oily skin, you know the struggle it is, especially in your T-zone area with foundations. Okay, so this is just with one layer on, and I really love the coverage. It's almost like a medium to full coverage foundation to me. Like I said, I have been testing out the It Cosmetics foundation, and that one doesn't have as much coverage as this one does. So as far as coverage goes, I really am liking the Sephora one. It blended nicely. It looks really good. I'm not gonna put anymore on top of it, even though it does say it is buildable, but I feel like I don't need any more coverage, especially once I put my concealer on. It's going to cover a little bit more of this redness on my cheeks, but so far I think it looks really nice and really beautiful. It's not accentuating any of the texture in my skin, so far I really like it. I'm gonna finish up the rest of my face makeup. Maybe I'll show that whole process and just speed it up, because I know a lot of times when I do these videos, you guys are asking what other products I'm using with it. So I'll show you guys, but I'll speed it up. And if you have any questions about what I'm using, I will leave everything down in the description box below. The powder that I'm gonna use all over my face is from Too Faced, and this is the Born This Way Multi-Use Complexion Powder. I really love this powder. It does an amazing job at locking everything in. Okay, so the rest of my face is done, and I feel like this foundation looks so good. The color isn't too far off, but it is a little bit darker. I don't know, everything applied super good. Nothing came off or anything like that. The nose area looks so good, not cakey at all. So far, really loving this foundation, and I can't wait to see how it holds up throughout the day. And I'm hoping I will give my final thoughts and review before the sun sets so you guys can see how it looks in natural lighting. If not, I'll just use my lights I'm using now so you guys can see how it looks at the end of the day. But I'm really excited to let you guys know how this holds up and how I like it and all that good stuff. I love reviewing foundations for you guys. So yeah, I will see you guys in a couple of hours. Okay, so I'm back home. I didn't do check-ins while I was in the car or anything like that, because I kind of just made up my mind when I was out, and now that I'm back home and I can look up close and really examine it, it looks so good. And usually by now I would have blotted and put a little bit of powder on my T-zone because I am shiny, but it's not a bad shiny. Like, I'm not mad about the shine. I feel like my skin just looks airbrushed, flawless, and just really good. I'll bring you guys up close, and it did rub off where I wore my sunglasses. I have yet to find a medium coverage foundation where that does not happen with my sunglasses. And I had to wear a mask, so it did come off on the ball of my nose. Just a little bit, not too bad. So I've had this foundation on for almost 6 hours, and I feel like it looks really good, especially after 6 hours when you have oily skin. You know, we could look like a hot, shiny mess after 6 hours, and I'm not mad at all with the amount of shine that I have. I do want to blot and powder my face because that's just what I would normally do. So I think I'm gonna turn on all my lights and film with my camera instead of my iPhone, which I'm on right now, so we can really see how this looks under my lighting and under a good camera that shows everything. I feel like the iPhone kind of blurs my skin out a little bit, so I'm gonna show you guys my skin in all its glory so we can really give this foundation a good review. But so far, I love it. Okay, lighting's on, we got our camera going, and this is what my skin looks like after 6 hours of wearing this foundation. No blotting, no touching up, it in all its glory. And sorry if you guys hear dogs and licking and fighting. My puppy is playing with my cat and my other dog, and they're going crazy. And of course, they have to be in here. I don't know why, but they are. And this is gonna be my first time really looking at my skin under all this lighting, so let's take a look. Okay, up close, I can definitely see where it wore off on my nose because I had to wear a mask, and where my sunglasses were at. So the nose is always really hard for me to keep foundation on. And now that I'm under this lighting, I can tell it has broken up around my nose area, just underneath it, but that is where I get the most oily. So I'm gonna show you guys what I normally do after I'm shiny and I've been wearing my foundation for a while, because this really isn't a big deal to me how it broke up around my nose and how it came off from my mask and my sunglasses, because I just really love the natural finish and glow that it's giving to my skin without even blotting. I feel like if you have dry skin or normal combo skin, that this would look really nice on you. It looks really nice on my oily skin, but it's just the things we gotta do when we wear makeup. We gotta blot, we gotta powder, we gotta do all that stuff. So that's not a big deal to me. And I have this little sponge from the Beauty Blender. It's called the Blotterizi, and I just take that and blot wherever I'm shiny. And it's really cool because it doesn't take off your makeup. I like using oil blotting sheets too, but I just found this the other day in my drawer and I started using it and I really like it. So you can use this or oil blotting sheets, whatever you want. I use both. And I feel like it already looks really nice after just using this. So I think after just using that, my skin looks really good, but the nose situation is kind of killing it. So I'm going to take a little bit of powder. So I'm gonna use that same Too Faced powder that I use to set my foundation and take it on a stippling brush and just lightly pat it on. And I'm gonna focus this really on touching up my nose where the makeup came off from my mask and my sunglasses. Okay, ultimate fail. I was going on and on yesterday when I was filming my final thoughts on this foundation and it completely wasn't recording. I'm editing the video right now and my final thoughts after I got done blotting my face just are not there anymore. So I want to wrap up this video, so I thought I would just film on my iPhone and let you guys know my final thoughts on this Sephora foundation. I was really impressed by it. It is a lot better than a lot of medium coverage foundations that I've been trying out. And I know I just did another medium coverage foundation review on the Urban Decay one. I forgot the whole name of it. But this I like a lot better than the Urban Decay one. I'm liking this a lot better than the It Cosmetics one. This for sure is Laugh Love and Hippie approved, and I would rate it, I know this seems kind of high, but a 10 out of 10 because I have no complaints about it other than the shade, but that's, you know, has nothing to do with the formula or how it performed. I just need to get another shade, but like I said in the video, I think I will keep it because once I'm a little bit tan, then maybe it'll blend better. But right now I am pale. My skin hasn't seen the sun in months. I really hope this video helped you guys out if you were thinking of purchasing this foundation. If you have any questions whatsoever, leave me a comment down below. If I don't respond right away and you need an answer quick, I am always active on Instagram, so throw me a DM over there and I will get back to you ASAP. And because I am editing this video right now, I never mentioned the price, and the price on this foundation is $20. So it's not too bad. It's not drugstore, it's not high end, it's kind of like right in the middle. I think it's worth it for $20 and I can't wait to use it again. And that's gonna wrap up this review on this foundation. I hope you guys have the best day ever. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out, hippies. Okay, up close, I could definitely see where I literally have a piglet as a puppy. I'll show you guys. Hey, Dexter. What are you guys doing? These two, all they do is play all day long. So if you hear that in the back of my videos, this is what it is. This is what's going on. You guys are back at it again? Back at it again. They just cannot leave their mom alone. Look at that face though. Look at that face. Why are you so handsome? You're a handsome boy, yeah. I love you.